Hello, thank you for joining me today. Do you ever wake up with a kink in your neck or your shoulder or upper back? That happened to me this morning. So I wanted to share with you some yoga stretches and strengthening poses that can help you ease that kink in your neck. So we'll start seated. You can do a lot of these poses sitting on the floor, or if you want to sit in a chair on the couch to start off. Then we'll be doing some floor exercises and poses. If you want to move to the floor, you can skip that part altogether if you're really in pain. I do want to say that while you're practicing with me today, if your pain gets worse, if you have any sharp or shooting pain, you definitely need to stop what you're doing and skip that part. So we'll start off, as I said, seated. We'll just begin with a deep breath in. You can close your eyes. We're just going to get centered here. And then a slow release out. A soft, deep breath in. And then slowly allowing your breath out. On your next inhale, let's take a very gentle look up towards the ceiling. On your next exhale, bowing your head down, looking down towards your feet or the floor. Inhale, looking back up. Exhale, floating your head back down. One more time, inhale, look up. Exhale, looking back down. Coming back to center. Now just looking towards your right, so just rotating your head to the right. We're not straining here, so just very gently looking to the right as far as it will go comfortably. Coming back to center, making your way over to the left, so looking over your left shoulder. Slowly looking back over to the right. Slowly back over to the left. And from here, let's make a big rainbow with our nose, looking up and over. When you get to the right, let's take a nod down towards the right shoulder. Taking it up and over to the left. Up and over, back to the right. And up and over to the left. This time let's take it all the way in a big circle, making a big circle with your nose up and over to the right and continuing down, rolling your head through. Keep making big circles in this direction. And reverse your circle. So bringing the nose up and over towards the left and around. Next time your nose makes its way down towards your feet, just hold it there. If you need a more intense stretch, you can clasp your hands behind your back and just let your elbows hang. No tugging or pulling here. Just gently releasing tension in the back of your head, in the back of your neck, upper back area. And release. We'll take our right ear to our right shoulder now. And making sure that left shoulder is down. It can tend to hike up sometimes. You just want to make sure you relax that shoulder down. And if you'd like a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can use that right hand over the left ear and just letting the weight of your hand assist with the stretch. Breathing into the left side of the neck here. And taking your gaze down to the right thigh, bringing the stretch towards the back of the left side of the neck. Breathing into it. Make any adjustments you need to. If your neck's being a fussy, you can play with the angle. And then coming back to center, we'll take it to the left, allowing the left ear to drop towards the left shoulder, and you can use that left hand to use a little bit of extra gravity, resting the hand on the right side of the head or over the ear. Taking your gaze down towards your left thigh. And release. Coming back to center. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Squeeze and then release it down. Lifting both shoulders up to your ears again, squeeze and release. Lift your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze, release. Now taking your hands in front of you, we're going to bend our elbows, bringing the elbows back towards the back of the room behind you and squeezing your shoulder blades together. Imagine there's a pencil in between those shoulder blades and you need to hold it there. So squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And release your hands forward. Bringing your elbows back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Keep squeezing. And release. One more time, bringing your elbows back, squeeze. And release. Let's bring our arms up overhead, bringing your elbows down and back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Again, you might feel this a little differently from this angle. And bringing your arms up, coming back down, squeezing those shoulder blades together, bringing the elbows back and down. And release, up. One more time in this position, squeeze, and release. Let's interlace our fingers, reaching our hands in front. You can bow your head and just pulling the shoulder blades apart. Imagine trying to pull your hands apart and forward, keeping your fingers interlaced. And release. Let's take some shoulder rolls forward, up, and back. Take a few rolls in this direction. And reverse, back, up, and forward, and around. So let's take it to hands and knees, tabletop pose. And instead of a traditional cat and cow, we're going to use the cat and cow motion, but only in our shoulders. So you want to pull your shoulders back, allowing your chest to drop in between your arms. And then pressing into the ground and really exaggerating, pressing away and pushing the upper back up towards the ceiling. Dropping your chest, pulling your shoulders back, keeping them away from your ears, pressing into the mat, bringing your shoulders down towards the ground and pushing the upper back away. One more time, dropping your chest and pressing into the mat, pushing that upper back up and away. Come back to neutral, and we'll take a thread the needle. This is one of my favorite poses to stretch out the upper back area. It actually gets into the entire back. So you're threading your right arm underneath the left, right ear towards the mat. Trying to keep those hips above the knees. And you can press your left arm into the mat if that feels good. To deepen the stretch, you can also press your right arm, the entire arm, against the floor. That can also deepen your stretch. And release this side. We'll go into the other side, so threading the left arm underneath this time. Remembering to breathe. And release this side. Now take your forearms onto the mat. You can place your hands together in a prayer pose and sinking your hips back. And bring your hand towards the back of your head. Opening up the shoulders here. And release, pressing up, coming back to a seated position, or you can sit on your heels. Take an inhale, arms up. Exhale, twisting over to the right. Right hand behind you, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, twisting over to the left. Inhale, arms up, palms together. Bring your hands down to your heart. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope your neck, shoulder, or upper back kink pain is feeling a little bit better. Mine is. And I hope to see you soon. Have a beautiful day.